$20,000 in 7 days. Here's how we did it. So if you're new, welcome onto the channel. If you are a regular subscriber, welcome back. I am Tom, one half of the Honest Entrepreneurs. And you may have seen about 3 weeks ago, I did a video where we had just had our best ever 7 days. I was sat on a ski lift in Austria and we had just done $10,000 revenue in 7 days. We were super happy and everything was looking good. Since then, it's just snowballed, to be honest. It's just completely snowballed and our sales have taken off like a rocket, which obviously is great. So I want to give you guys an update and explain why that happened. To show you there's no bullshit, we actually have done that kind of amount of money. Here's our Seller Central. You can see there, $20,000. And if you've been following us for a while, or just the last month, you'll see in the last 3 weeks, that is 100% growth in sales, which is the most we've ever had, of course, in that short space of time. And we're really happy with it. So why did it happen? There are 3 reasons that I will run through as to why we've achieved $20,000 in 7 days. Number 1 is that we forecasted it. We planned for it and we had the inventory in place. To sell that many units, you need a lot of stock. You need to spend a lot of money on stock. We do forecasting regularly. We do optimistic forecasting, we do expected forecasting and pessimistic forecasting as well. And we planned for the best case scenario. Of course, you also plan for the worst case, but in terms of, we knew we were about to hit busy season. So in our niche, Q4 time, that isn't that busy for us, and we knew that, we expected that. So we planned everything around this season now, kind of Q1 and Q2. So we knew it would take off. We knew the volumes on all of our main keywords really take off around now. So we took a bit of a kind of calculated risk. We really stocked up. We spent a lot of our cash in inventory. We got it into the States, either into Amazon or into a 3PL. Now, last year there was a lot of, well, the last couple of years there's been a lot of kind of restrictions on how much stock you can have at Amazon. We can now have 16,000 units at Amazon, which is great. I think about a year ago we were down at maybe 2,000 or 3,000, so huge growth there, which is really useful. So now we can fire more stock in, and when you're in Q1, Q2, Q3, quite often the storage fees at Amazon are far less than in a 3PL, so bear that in mind. But we're taking advantage of that now, and we're seeing the kind of growth that we planned for on the optimistic side, and it's just great to see. As I said before, you need to plan for this, you need to be ready to spend the money, and we took that kind of calculated risk to put ourselves in the position to achieve these kind of numbers. So we did have one hiccup where our bestseller, which we launched last September, was doing really well and it suddenly just dropped off completely. So we still showed for PPC, which was kind of very convenient for Amazon, but we lost all organic rank. It's almost like we lost all indexing for that listing. And luckily we spotted it fairly quickly, where we track our keywords and we check that every single day. And we saw they were slightly dropping off. We got in touch with Amazon and they told us that our product had been incorrectly classed as adult, which obviously means it's maybe of like pornographic nature, which I assure you it definitely isn't. So even though Amazon knew that and admitted fault, it still took about 3 or 4 days to get it back, which was very frustrating. We were not getting the sales that we could have been getting. We were kind of leaving money on the table. Thankfully, that now is fixed, and we immediately got all of our organic rank back, all the positions returned very quickly. So thankfully, not too bad of a wobble. You kind of got to get used to these kind of things when you sell on Amazon. Just be prepared to react very quickly and bang your head against the wall a bit with dealing with seller support. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the video, please do hit like and subscribe. Leave us a comment, any questions you have, we're always happy to help out. And of course, it does help with that sweet, sweet algorithm. So reason number 2 that we achieved the $20,000 is because we launched 2 new products. So we had them lined up for a while now, and we timed the launch for now because we knew we were going to hit kind of peak season and go straight into peak season. They had a really good chance of, in their honeymoon phase as well, getting strong sales and then kind of sticking the landing. So they've gone really well. One day last week, somebody ordered 10 units of one of the new products and 45 of the other. So maybe our biggest ever order from an individual person. We actually for a minute thought we might be getting attacked, so we got a bit nervous, so we did contact the buyer themselves just to check it was all legit. It turns out it's all good, it's all gone through now. So that was a great day. That actually was our best ever day. So we broke all of our records that day. I think we did $3,800 in revenue and about 138 units in a day. So that was huge. You would have seen that we tweet about this kind of stuff quite a lot. If you don't follow us on Twitter, our link is down below. We do kind of daily updates on there. So definitely check it out if you are on Twitter as well. So reason number 3 is the reason that they're selling really well is because we have the best photographs, we have the best graphics, we have the best listings, and we have the best keyword understanding in our niche. Now, that sounds arrogant perhaps, but we know it's true. We know if we lined our product up against other listings, ours is the best. It's objectively the best at this point. So we feel super confident every time we launch something. We know we're going to get eyeballs, we know we're going to get clicks. If you are skimping on this and if you are settling for an average listing, you are not going to do well on Amazon. People aren't going to choose to click on your product. If your hero image isn't attractive, it isn't eye-catching, then why are they going to click your product when you line it up against loads of others that are selling similar items? Now, we do have USPs in all these products, and there is something that makes us stand out slightly different to the rest of the market, as we definitely do recommend that everyone does that. But we've gone straight in and we're beating out most of the niche already. We're aiming for the top spots. There's only a couple of people above us in the sub niche at the minute. And we do expect by the end of this year, we probably will surpass them and be the leaders in our little sub niches for the 2 new products. So today is the 14th of March. So we're nearly halfway through the month, and I'll show you again, we're on $35,000. So we anticipate for the month, we're probably going to hit 70K, maybe just over, which would be nice, which is great. It'll be our best ever month. The profit for the month at the minute is only about 10% net. So we're not going to lie to you guys and pretend that we're doing like 50% margins. We are in a launch phase, so we expected this. It's fine. 10% margins obviously isn't our target as a business. Once we have all this fine tuned up, and we're going to, of course, reduce our ad spend. At the minute, we're doing about $1,000 a day on ad spend, so it's pretty heavy. They're quite competitive. The new sub niches that we've gone into with our 2 new products. We're going to tighten that up. We're going to keep refining the ad spend. That will come down. The profit will go up. And we are forecasting about 22 to 24% net margins on this revenue, which will be brilliant. So by the time we get to say April, we should have fine-tuned it a fair bit. And if we can achieve 22% margins on $70,000 to $80,000, then we are in a very healthy position. We'll be super happy, and we are planning to take this to 6 figures a month. So what's next for us now? So at the minute, we're in product research mode. The reason being, as I mentioned earlier, we're fairly busy most of the year apart from winter. Winter isn't huge demand in our niche. However, there are a few products that do sell a lot. So what we want to achieve is consistent, great revenue all year round. We don't really want any dips. So at the minute, we're trying to find those products. We're looking at a number of items that we're kind of weighing up the numbers, weighing up the math and the quality of the products on offer. We're going to get a few samples ordered, and then we're going to hopefully launch those. We're going to plan ahead, as you need to do in the physical product game. You need to be thinking 6, 12 months in advance at all times. So we're heavy product research phase. I think we will make a decision in the next couple of weeks of which way we're going to take the business moving into the winter. And of course, we will keep you guys updated with that. So at the moment, we actually are teaching people how to do this. So if you're interested in what we are doing, if you want to take your own business to 6, 7 figures, we are mentoring people at the moment. Not very many, to be honest, because of course we are quite busy with doing all this kind of stuff. So if it does sound like something you're interested in, if you take this very seriously, and if you have a decent budget, just to be brutally honest, you need a decent budget. You need kind of £8,000 to £10,000. We're talking like over $10,000 to give this a real go. Then get in touch. You can get in touch via the link below. We can jump on a call with you, me, Alex, and yourself, and we can see if we're a good fit to work together to help you launch product and build your own brand in the Amazon space. That is it for this time, and I will catch you in the next one.